Alice in Chains are pretty sick. Yeah, this video is basically just gonna be me going on about like how much I love them. But oh my god, I just love them so much. They're easily one of my top 3 favorite bands because they just do everything that I want in a music. The heaviness, harmonies, and the lyrics that are just so honest and authentic. They're just phenomenal in just the way they put all their sound together. It just creates like this blissful orchestra of just amazing music, especially during the Lane Staley years as well. I honestly couldn't recommend them enough. S-tier band right here. So what is it exactly that I love about them so much? Well, for starters, their music just has this amazing blend between being equally harmonic but also really heavy at the same time. Like, I'm fully absorbed every single time I'm listening to them. I mean, Lane Staley's voice is just a one of a kind. Like, it's just so powerful and raw. Couple that with the guitar work of Jerry Cantrell, just the way he just blends the voice and the melody, the way all these guys just work together, just create this amazing just sound. It's just almost unparalleled in the world of rock music. I mean, these songs are so powerful, so haunting, and just authentic to the core that, you know, I don't feel like there's many other bands out there that can really say they get anything close to that. And that doesn't even account for the amount of variety they've got in their tracks. They've got the straightforward rock songs, but then they've got also more introspective songs. And then they've got the big rock ballads. And then of course they've got the more nihilistic and sludgy sounds as well. Like, it's just so much variety. And you know, it never ever feels like it's gonna be like just another song they throw in there. Yeah, obviously some songs don't hold up to the caliber of, like, you know, Wood or Rooster. But at the same time, they're all just so good that you just can't say that they half-assed anything. Like, how many artists do you really think out there that just will have that consistency and just hit those peaks as they do? Like, the best example I can give you about this is this music video from Bleed the Freak. The song itself goes from those straightforward rock tracks, but it also has those beautiful haunting interludes. And it just manages to blend them so well together with just such powerful vocals from Lane Staley, and then the guitars just like really just selling the point of like all the emotion that's actually supposed to be going on. Like it's a shit recording, but man, it gets you in the feels like nothing. It's just insane. You should really look it up. And this is just consistent across all of their songs, man. Yeah, each album is very different from each other. You know, Jar of Flies isn't the same as Facelift and, you know, whatnot. But they have that identity that's just so consistent through it that I just want to listen to it over and over again. Like, I randomly just got recommended this song, Am I Inside, of YouTube. And I was like, yo, I had no idea this song existed. It's just from like a really small EP they did in between like the 2 biggest albums they did. And yeah, guess what? It was fucking amazing. I just listened to it and I was like, yo, where do you find this sort of stuff? Like, I feel so spoiled for being able to have this. Like, how many artists have we come across that just have that consistency? I do realize they're a very pessimistic band as well, just considering like the topics of like drug abuse and addiction that just throughout the whole song. I got a song called Godsmack, which was slang for heroin back in the day. And it's sad to see that we're just seeing Lane Staley self-destruct as he become more and more of a heroin addict, to the point where he did just die of an overdose. I mean, it is commendable that they managed to take that such dark energy that they were feeling inside and they were able to channel it into something a lot more constructive. And you know, it makes everybody feel that you can use these bad experiences to fuel you for something better. Like the unapologetically brutal and just heavy lyrics that just come throughout every single one of their songs. It's just so unparalleled, like especially by the standards of today, where everything just seems so disposable and fake and everything. Not to say that everyone's a liar or that there's nothing of that out there, but it just felt like they did it so much better. And comparatively today, it just seemed like we're just constantly bombarded with just like fake and horrible shit. And it's refreshing to hear, even though it's like 30 years old, a lot of their work. I think the main thing that draws me to the band is that I really don't feel like I can get anything close to this anymore. Like, not to say that I really want to have another rip-off band, like, God no, like they're glorified cover bands that can just, you know, piss right off. I don't know, it's just something that I don't feel like is really out there anymore. Maybe I'm just being a salty rock fan, but it just feels like everything is just so disposable. It's just built specifically because it's popular and not because of like any intention of it being actually like genuinely and honest. And you know, listening to Alice in Chains on the other hand, like that's just like the complete opposite. Like, I find it hard to be able to scratch that itch these days. And I don't even want to say that all pop music or rap these days is bad, like, but I don't feel like I've got anything that I can look forward to out there. And I don't know, maybe it's me being spoiled because, you know, Alice in Chains does exist. I can enjoy them all I want. But you kind of feel like we're missing out on something, like without that sort of really authentic presence being around. Like, are we really gonna see anything as raw as like the Unplugged sessions as, you know, we've got shit like this these days? I mean, yeah, people can sit down and play on acoustic guitars, which is great, but is it really gonna have that same impact? But enough of that doom and shit. Alice in Chains is a phenomenal band. I could not recommend them highly enough, if you couldn't already tell by the video title. I mean, they're absolutely uncompromising with their sound. They're just so dark and brutal and authentic that for somebody like me who just is craving that sort of stuff, they just deliver in bucket loads. I mean, it's an absolute privilege just to listen to them. So go, listen to Facelift or Dirt if you want some sick grunge tracks, or something more acoustic, go Jar of Flies. Like, pick one of them, you're just gonna have a great time regardless. So yeah, go, sure, go listen to Alice in Chains.